I wanted to ask you because I've been reading up on this, and I've read up on some serial killers doing this as well. But what would be your last meal if you were on death row,
I
or
thought
if
about.
you knew you were gonna
Go ahead.
die?
Just last meal. Yeah. No. No. So this is this is a tricky question because I've thought about this from time to time. Weirdly enough, and because it's like, well, do I want the thing that like one of my favorite foods just to have it again one last time? But that's also something I've had again and again and again. You know what I mean? It's like
Hmm.
it's a tough answer because a part of me, because I'm a Chinese food fan, it is, I love it. I'm like a well done sesame chicken.
Sure.
In all honesty, I would probably want to pick something that maybe I haven't had before. And I know that's a bold thing because people are like, well, why not go to what you know? Because I've enjoyed that my entire life. Why not try something different or maybe have like the best steak? Like if you're a steak fan, you're like, because steak can be fucking expensive, just like order a filet mignon and, steamed
Hmm.
broccoli, rice. So I might go that route and just order something so expensive that I never could order. Actually, I've talked this through. I have talked this through, and now I have the official answer for you. Because so I've talked to Jill about this because I'm like I love watching Gordon Ramsay at time. I have watched a lot of his shows. Not I don't watch every Hell's Kitchen, Master Chef, whatnot. I
Sure.
want to know what a fuck the beef Wellington tastes like.
Ah,
And I've never had it because I was like, because they have one at
looks
Foxwoods and
good.
they just opened one in, Boston. We were going to go a few years ago just to try it out. I'm like, if I'm going to spend money, I want to, because that's the one you always see him talk about that he's proud of. Give me,
Oh, looks good.
I would want a beef Wellington. I would want his risotto, from his restaurant because I know you're not going to get him to come and cook for me. I mean, if you could, great. But as long as it's done perfection, I want to know what the fuck a beef Wellington. Why is this thing costs like 60, $80, you know. And I know it's a fancy meat and stuff like that, but I'm like, if I'm going to do it, I've never had it. And that would be my
I mean, it's
choice because I'm like, that is something I've been wanting to try, but I'm like, who would spend that much money? But yeah, so my official
yeah.
answer now that I've talked this out loud, because again, I love Chinese food. Sesame chicken is always my go-to, and it's a safe bet. I know where I like it, but I would want something that I've never had before that I never could have. And if I'm on death row, my last meal would be a beef Wellington from a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. If you can get him to come and cook for it, that's bonus points. It doesn't need to be, but yeah, that and risotto. That would be my final meal. What's your fucking
Wow.
answer?
Wow. Okay. Nowhere near that.
It's okay.
So, but I'll tell you right now, I don't need Gordon Ramsay to make me what I want. I would specifically want an order of the large orange chicken from Panda Express, and that is all I need. All
It's funny
right,
that we
just
both
give me
thought
that.
Chinese at first.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you, but yes, my answer is, but it's not just Chinese food, okay? It's food court Chinese food, all right? The lowest common denominator. I mean, I'm talking the shit that will immediately give you like a terrible bout of diarrhea. That's the kind of stuff I want. It's delicious going in, it's horrible going out. I want the orange chicken from Panda Express. I want that chicken to be sitting out there all day in the exposed in the air, but still taste delicious. That's the one that I want.
You want
That
to hear
is
something
what
funny?
I will die.
So I know
Yes.
I brought up sesame chicken. It is my favorite. I love Chinese food in general. I can pretty much eat it all the time, but sesame chicken's my favorite over everything. I've always said this. The best sesame chicken I've ever had. I don't even remember the name of the place. And this is before my daughter was born. I was living with my dad in Illinois. There was a mall there. So I'm with you on the food court mall. But for some reason, this one place had, and I don't know, it was just the crunch and it was the sauce. Everything was just perfect about it. I used to
Hmm.
always get it. I cannot even remember the name because it was not like a national brand. And I can't, and again, it's been so long. But I'm like, that is the best sesame chicken. So again, if I had to go with the safe bet like you, I would do that. But like I said, for me, I would order something that I've never had that I've wanted to try, and that's why I would do beef Wellington. But yeah, sesame chicken would be, like I said, safe. I always get the sesame chicken. I love it. Oh my God,
So good. So good. Yeah.
it
I
is.
mean, I'll fuck with Panda Express. And again, Panda Express. you want to jump on this train before it gets too big, we are accepting applications for sponsorship as well.
Always accepting applications. So, oh my God. So those listening on YouTube, let us know what your final meal is. What would
Hmm.
you eat?
Hmm.
And with that, we're going to also end this podcast. Unless you have any final thoughts, anything else you want to bring
No,
up?
I think that this has been this has been very enlightening. And again, just I'm gonna do everything I can to stay awake and not get too tired today. So,
Let's go to Panda Express. Let's go get some Chinese food right now.
oh, please, I wish.
I actually just had it a couple days ago. Chinese
Oh,
food
you
at Panda Express.
bastard!
It was a cheat.
Oh, okay.
Well, it wasn't Panda Express. It was a Pan Asian. Very rare. I can do Chinese because of the amount of sodium in it. Once
Oh,
in a
hell
while,
yeah,
I
dude! Are
do.
you fucking kidding me? Oh
And
my
I
God.
had to split it into two, but they have like a lunch meal that's like sesame chicken, pork fried rice, and the chicken fingers. And I don't even care about the chicken fingers.
Ooh,
It's just like they do like the lunch menus, and that's the three.
yeah.
And I'm just like, I love the sesame chicken there. Their rice is good. The chicken fingers was as is, but yeah, I actually and then I ate half, put it in the fridge, had the other half yesterday, and I'm just like, yep. So I've had my cheat day now for probably like a week or two, but yeah, I'm like, I haven't had Chinese food in so long. I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing it. So, oh
Oh,
my
dude,
god,
it's so we just found an old one that had just opened up. We used to go to like 4 or 5 years ago, but it opened up somewhere else in Lawrence, and we got it, and it was just like it was, when we first tried it, like 10 years ago, like just the right amount of shitty.
yeah,
Um, but like, still fucking delicious and filling and just consistently like what you expect Chinese food to be.
so
American Chinese food.
yes, of course, and so let's just keep going on the Chinese food story here. So when my daughter was very little, I'm going to share a story with you and share the story for the world. I on my days off, just to keep her busy, I would take her to the mall. Not to, we'd walk around. She would just, from like pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, they had like this little light screen. But anyhow, we would just walk around, see whatever, and that's pretty much it. But I would always take her to the food court. Again, I go to the fact that, didn't have a lot of money to spend on, frivolously spend. So what I would do is like me and her would go to Panda Express and I told her pick whatever three items. Now I knew she wasn't going to finish her meal. I just told her three favorite things. We'd go back, get a couple Cokes, let her eat whatever she could, and then I would eat the rest. So we would
Hmm.
share, but I let her pick. And that kind of became our tradition for the longest time. So Panda Express is up there, and me, I do, and it's probably something I probably shouldn't have had or eat, but it's not like we're doing it every day. But yes, Chinese food, we talk it to this day. She's still sad that the Grand Buffet closed. That used to go there all the time, but
I just
it's just
love
like,
that like it's the Panda, we're both talking about the same Panda Express.
yes, best of my mom. Yes. I mean,
Yes,
Panda
we're both
Express in
talking
general,
about
it
the
doesn't matter
same
where the
one.
Panda Express is, they're all the fucking same. But their orange chicken is so good. And then they have like a beef and you just get the three meals, three combo meal.
Hmm.
I'm just like, pick
Oh,
whatever three.
dude.
And I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
My mom would she would come back from work. She worked at that huge ass Sheraton on Route 3 that you always pass. I don't know what it is now, but it's like that big castle looking three when you're past castle looking thing when you're going north on Route 3 on the other side of that, right? It's like it's been there forever. It's like a big stone thing. My mom
hmm
used to work there. And she would go and grab us Panda Express when she was like leaving for work and stuff. And it just happened to be like right at the time I'd been home for a little bit. Toonami was on, and I'm watching fucking Dragon Ball Z. And my mom would come home from work before my dad, and she'd be like, Panda Express. And I'd be like, oh my God. And the happiest that I've ever been, at least in New England, was fucking eating goddamn shitty orange chicken and
hmm
watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. That's like a ridiculously nostalgic thing. So I don't know what it is. I have orange chicken from other restaurants, but it doesn't hit like it does from
That's
the
a
food
Panda
court
Express.
Panda Express. It's not the same. It's not the same vibe. It's not the same. It just doesn't feel the same. So now I'm gonna probably eat McDonald's today, and I'm going to Panda Express, and my numbers will be awful.
Oh, fuck. If I
I
didn't
know,
just
right?
have Chinese food, I might be with you on the McDonald's. We'll see how that goes. All right, so thank you for listening to our podcast. Let us know
Yes.
anything in the comments, what you thought. But more importantly, we have links. We have links to our Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. Follow us and all that shit because we're trying to set goals for ourselves just for the fun of it. If you don't want to, that's fine. But until next time,
Yeah.
Soto and Chad here. We are out.
We're outie.